Hello mouses! If I seem to not move as much today, it's because unfortunately I've put part of my back out, I've pulled a muscle, and my goodness, it hurts so much. So I'm going to talk about a few things that have come to light, and then I'm going to go and take some painkillers and see if I can get back up to moderately working condition. The first thing I want to talk about today is Yahoo's admission that they've got a problem with recycled email addresses. But this isn't how I saw it when I first saw it on the news. What actually came up was Yahoo and recycled email privacy row. I was thinking when I saw it, how do you recycle emails? Do you have to break them down into their constituent ones and nodes? Does the electron flow that created the email get dispersed and used in other emails? Because how do you recycle something that doesn't actually exist? Surely just taking it off the server and using that space for something else is how you recycle. I didn't think we had to put them all into a new kind of rubbish bin and put it out for collection every week or something like that. So I had to have a look, and it turns out it's not the emails that are being recycled. It's the email addresses, which anyone with any modicum of security information know-how should know this is a bad idea. Now I have to admit that I may be something of an anomaly here because I have experience of this kind of problem. I occasionally get emails for someone who's in Australia. Occasionally I get emails for someone who's in America. Both of them have similar names to me and their email addresses are similar. So people occasionally send me their emails instead. So currently I have been told about bank details, a subscription to a wine club. I've been invited to someone's baby shower that I've never heard of. And the nursing practice that one of them works for keeps sending me all of these details saying, can you come and register? No, I can't. I'm not in the country that you're in. So I send them all back saying, look, you've got the wrong address, but they still send me these things. It's as if they can't quite work out that I'm not who they think I am. What actually happens is Yahoo have got these email accounts that no one uses, and they decided, well, these email addresses might be useful for someone else, so we'll recycle them. If you don't log in for a year, they get closed down. And then their email system bounces all messages back. They try and unsubscribe you from everything that they can. And then they delete all of your data. And someone else can then use your account. But that's not good enough because everyone else who also has your email address doesn't know that you haven't got that account anymore. So yeah, sure, they've unsubscribed you from mailing lists, but your bank details are still the same, aren't they? So your bank sends you emails every now and again. Your social security number might come up with something that you've been talking to someone about at work, or your pension system, and then once a year they might send you an email with an update on your pension, including part of your social security number. All the time, if you know that someone's email address expired, you can get an awful lot of information on that person. Or, if you're just unlucky, you can get all kinds of information about someone you've never even met. And you can join my world where you get all this information. So it's ridiculous. And the idea of recycling email addresses is going to be something that comes up an awful lot more in the future. I mean, we're going to need more email addresses for people that come after us, and we won't be using them anymore because, unfortunately, the singularity is not here, and we're all going to not be able to upload our brains into computers and live forever, are we? So that may come up, but at the moment we need a better system for working on how this works and what we're going to do about the security implications. I mean, sure, if you've passed on and all of your information is defunct, then sure, that can be recycled. But when you're still alive and all that's happened is you've moved to another server, surely you need to protect your information a bit better, and surely the people who are supposed to be protecting your information should do a bit of a better job on it. But that's how it is. Sticking with the computer theme, I find this amazing that my local newspaper has just found out that a guy who's 18 now but was 17 when he did this has got bored at work, not turned up for work, asked one of his colleagues to turn his computer on, and then started displaying pornography on that computer, which I think is amazing. The best part is, though, here's a quote from the article. If a manager had not been walking past at the time, nothing would have happened. So this guy's displaying porn on his computer and his colleagues wouldn't have dobbed him in. That's the kind of place that perverts really want to work at. They don't care that you're watching porn at work. Well, actually, he wasn't watching porn at work. He was having them watch porn while he wasn't at work, which is even better. You can provide porn and not even be there, and I really should stop moving around because my back is hurting so much. Oh my goodness. But the thing is, it's taken a year to get this to court. So the guy should have been prosecuted as a minor, well, as an in-between, but because of the length of time it's taken to deal with this, he is now being tried as an adult because he's now 18. And to me, that doesn't seem right. The guy was a 17-year-old bored kid who knew that in a few days he wasn't going to have his job made permanent because he was on a temporary contract and they'd already told him that as soon as the probation period was up, he was out. So he hadn't bothered turning up to work. Well, would you? I'd go home and start looking for more work. But he got bored and decided that, oh, I'll just use the remote access system that I've installed on the computer when I shouldn't have to access this computer remotely and have a bit of fun. But apparently he also deleted work files, which I think is worse than putting the pornography up. I mean, sure, the porn's there, and that's a problem. But deleting files from an office computer when you're not there, yeah, that's hacking. So I can understand why he got a prosecution for interfering with the use of a computer, and that wasn't his. And I can see exactly why the magistrates would do that, but he should have been tried as a 17-year-old, and that's not really right. I mean, what were they thinking, taking this long, when everyone knew who it was? Because he'd phoned up the office and said to a colleague, turn the computer on, and then that had happened. Obviously it's him. But anyway, my back is killing me, so I'm going to cut this right down to being short. So thank you very much for watching. If you did like this, remember to click a like button, share it with your friends so that they can see what's been going on in computer tomfoolery today. And do subscribe for future videos because there will be more in the future. But until next time, I've been Zoe Kirk-Robinson. You've been watching The Knobmouse Show, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully when I'm not in pain.